With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
17 yards.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a play fake. Wentz. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. First and 10, Taylor now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead it 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Jaguars nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at the 40. This is Armstead on the carry. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Minshew. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Jags grab it. He's got daylight. 20, 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Touchdown.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Jaguars.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Jaguars.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
On second down, Armstead. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Armstead, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third down, it's Armstead. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's taken in at the 9. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And got his man complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line.
First down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 22 on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Jaguars 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A run here with Armstead. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
He's tackled at
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
A yard on the play.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now Armstead. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Throwing on first is Wentz. Man open left side is Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And a Raven first down.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
The tackle.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
On play action, Wentz. This one caught by Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Ravens.
On first down, Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
2nd and 11 now. On play action, it's Wentz. Open man is Duvernay. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run it with Armstead. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Armstead running to the left. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Down at the 37-yard line.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really Read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air. Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
At the 18-yard line.
They'll hand to Armstead. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On the handoff, Armstead. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Ben Banagoo. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Jaguars 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll give it back to Armstead. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go on 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up, they're going to feel.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Ravens add on.
He is good.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jaguars 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
Now a toss to Armstead, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Boy, that went straight out of bounds, and that will set the return team up in the red zone already. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 18-yard line.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
A 35-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They run once more with Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
tonight's final
Charles,
score.
it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll return home next week to take on
The Giants are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock.